Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I'm trying not to laugh. Just talking about this movie that I just got done watching. Yes, they made a sequel to Deep Blue Sea. How many years later? 19 years later? Deep Blue Sea 2 is a 2018 film that was directed by Darren Scott. And I want to mention the director's name. Usually when I do reviews, if I mention the director's name, it's for one of two reasons. One, it could be because the movie's so great that I want to praise the person and talk about how good of a job they did. Or two, it's because I can't believe how horrid the movie is, and I have to expose said director for how much of a terrible job they did. I wonder which one this is. The plot is, it's the same exact movie, the same exact plot and premise as the original film. It says it's part 2, but yet it's the same exact movie, just a dumbed down, shittier version of it. What more could I say about that? This movie is terrible. Absolutely terrible. I can't believe that with this plot, with this premise, and with killer sharks, enhanced, intelligent killer sharks, I was bored for like the first hour of this movie. The actors, let's talk about the actors and the characters. The main actress, Misty. She's played by Danielle Savory. I've never seen this actress before. And at first, I couldn't tell if she was going to be good in the role, acting-wise. It wasn't until the movie basically said, hey, the reason why you should like this character and this actress is because, well, for one, she's willing to jump in the water and save a character who looks like they could be killed by sharks. So she is a hero. That's what they tell you right off the bat. But two, she's attractive. And the movie does not hesitate to show how attractive she is by, after she does that, they just show a scene of her going into a room, taking off her clothes, changing to dry clothes, and literally there's no dialogue, there's no music, there's no other reason why that scene is there other than to say, hey guys, like her, root for her, because she's hot. So, alright, movie, you accomplished one thing. Also, Michael Beach, who might be an actor that might sound familiar, might not. He's an actor that I remember in a bunch of movies from the 90s. So seeing him pop up here, I was kind of like, really? It's gotten to this point where you have to do Deep Blue Sea 2, a direct-to-DVD sequel? But look, he seemed like he was the only actor who knew what movie he was in. He was, I don't want to say over the top, but he was the most theatrical. He had charisma. He was into the role. His role is that he plays Carl Durant, a rich billionaire type guy who's funding this shark research because he wants to, it's not so much he wants to cure Alzheimer's like the first movie. This is more that he just wants to make a drug that enhances your intelligence, your brain, gives you almost like the Limitless drug. And the twist of his character is that not only is he doing this experiment with the sharks to see if it works, he's testing himself as well. You kind of thought that something would have come of that, like maybe the side effect is that he would turn into a mutant, or his brain would get too big and his head would explode. Like, none of that happens. So I don't necessarily know why he's taking the drug himself. I guess just to have him be different than anything that's in the first movie. Whenever he does take the drug, it shows all these weird math equations that flash across the screen, and I'm like, what's the relevance of any of this? It's not like he all of a sudden becomes a genius. It's not like he's all of a sudden coming up with these plans and ideas or these theory of relativities. Like, it means nothing. It causes nothing. It's just a dumb effect that I guess this director thought was cool. Rob Mays, who I'd never seen him before. I'm only mentioning him because his character is somebody that works at this facility. He thinks that Durant is a dick. He's only working there because it pays good money. And he comes around and starts to side with the Misty character. really, it just seems like because he thinks she's hot. There's no other reason why he is always complimenting her, why he's always taking her side, why he tries to desperately save her so many times in the movie. The whole time I'm like, dude, you just want to bone this girl. You know it's true. The other characters, the other actors are terrible. Like, their characters are written poorly, so I don't want to be too harsh on the actors themselves. The dialogue is atrocious, but these actors, these side actors, are horrible to watch. Just the lack of emotion that they have in a crisis situation like this, a life-threatening situation like this, and they're just like, oh, what are we gonna do? Oh no, oh no. There's this couple in particular, this newlywed married couple. The characters' names are Daniel and Leslie. Wow, I've never seen worse acting from a couple who are supposedly in love. The scenes of them being lovey-dovey is so forced, and they just don't even seem like they want to be touching each other, but they have to because of the script. And there's a couple scenes with them, especially when they're hysterical, that so every time they were on screen, I said, can we kill these characters, please? Faster? It takes forever before they finally start killing some people off. Like, when I say it was boring, it was boring, and it was slow, and it doesn't have that fun cheese factor that the first movie had. That first movie is so over the top and so cheesy, so 90s, and that's why you can go along with it and you're never bored. Renny Harlin is a crazy director like that when it comes to action. This one, though, it's so one note. It's so just a lesser version than. And it's sad. It's sad to see that. It really just tells me that in another director's hands, that first movie would have been horrible. Just horrible, horrible, horrible. There's no real insane deaths. There's a bunch of people who get killed from these baby sharks because one of the intelligent sharks has baby sharks. So they all swim around like the movie turns into Piranha 3D, but yet it's just not even as good as that movie was. That movie was like dumb good. These scenes of these people getting eat up by baby sharks aren't even that funny or that fun or that interesting. The effects aren't good. It's terrible. There's one good shark kill. There's one scene, one character that gets killed by a shark, and it's over the top, it is dumb, but it's the only moment where the movie goes to that level, and it's at the very end of the movie, and you see that one kill, and you're like, why couldn't the whole movie be like this? Maybe I would have gotten more behind it if it was all like this. Obviously, this movie sucks. Obviously, this is going to be on my worst of list at some point. Maybe, who knows? Maybe there will be worse. But this was pretty damn bad. I'm going to give this to some old bullshit.
Man, this some old bullshit.
Let me know in the comments below if you too were as unfortunate as I was to give this a shot, check it out, or if you're like, no, I'm smart. I'm going to stay away from said bullshit. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Yeah, it's in the butane. It's in the butane. Yo, okay. Yo, it's butane. I'll never give up, in God we trust, and it's a must.